If someone told you that pain is a sign of failure, they lied. Some people only grew because pain pushed them. Some doors only open after you cry. And some purposes only appear when everything falls apart. What nobody told you is that pain didn't come to stop you. It came to train you. The problem is, while most people run, the few who face it discover secrets that change their lives. In this video, you're going to understand why some people come out of pain stronger, wiser, and more prosperous, while others drown. It's not luck, it's response. And I am going to show you 3 things pain teaches you. The last one will unlock something you've probably never accessed. If you're walking through a desert right now, this will help you see the path. So stay until the end. And if this hits home, send it to someone who needs to hear this right now. Like, drop a comment and subscribe to the channel because there's a lot more coming. Pain doesn't knock, it barges in. No one's really ready for it. It doesn't matter if you're faithful, hardworking, or always did the right thing. Pain comes even to those who never hurt anyone, to those who just wanted peace. That messes with a lot of people, doesn't it? Because many think pain is punishment. But it's not. It's just part of the life deal. Some people have lost everything in a blink. Others faced betrayal, illness, losses no one should go through. Even those who seemed in control suddenly fell apart. Pain doesn't choose who's right or wrong. It simply fulfills a role. And strange as it sounds, sometimes that role is to wake you up to what really matters. Pain isn't a curse, it's a calling. If pain is inevitable, the question isn't why, but what for. Pain comes, but what you do with it. That's the key. Some drown, others wake up. Ever seen someone get a diagnosis and completely change their life? Or discover a purpose after losing a job? Pain may burn, but it's also a doorway. And guess what's on the other side? Some people lost everything in one single day. Others had to restart from scratch in a place where no one knew them. People faced loneliness, shame, injustice, and still stood. Not because they were superhuman, but because they found purpose in the chaos. Pain was the classroom, and every tear became a brick in the foundation of something greater. It was in the valley they became unshakable, and even the most perfect man to ever walk this earth endured pain. Not just any pain, brutal, unfair, bloody. Why? Because even perfection had to go through suffering to fulfill purpose. That changes everything. It means no one is immune, but no one is alone either. If pain has knocked on your door, it might be proof that something powerful is being birthed. When pain teaches, the next step is never the same. Some people only change when it hurts. As long as life is comfortable, they stay on autopilot. But then, a painful loss, a betrayal, a job cut, suddenly life flips. And that flip is often where purpose was hiding. Doesn't seem fair, does it? But pain has a strange skill. It reveals paths comfort never would. It's like life saying, if you won't go by love, you'll go by pain. A city move that felt like failure was actually freedom. That friendship circle that collapsed, just pruning before growth. That business that went under, the shove needed to birth something new. Pain sends signals. It shows what must die so something stronger can rise. It's not punishment, it's direction. Like a spiritual GPS that only activates when the ground disappears. Crazy thing is, some decisions we'd never have the guts to make if it didn't hurt first. Leaving that toxic relationship, stopping the people-pleasing, finally owning your truth. A lot of that only happens when the pain gets so loud there is no more room for excuses. That's when destiny shifts. Not because you planned it, but because pain shoved you into it. And maybe that shove is just the beginning. Pain hits, that's a fact. But how you respond, that changes everything. Some become victims and sink deeper. Others, even bleeding, decide to rise with a new purpose. Pain can be a prison or a platform. It's your move. And no, this isn't motivational fluff. It's reality. Same situation, different outcomes. The difference? The reaction. Some waste energy asking, why me? But the wise flip the script and ask, what for? Complaining is easy. Learning is rare. But the ones who learn, they transform. Pain can harden you or refine you. Make you bitter or make you wise, paralyze you or push you. It all depends on how you respond when you're in the fire. So if pain caught you off guard, don't run, pause, breathe. Ask what it's trying to show you. Sometimes the lesson is hidden in the ugliest part of the process, and the faster you catch it, the lighter the weight becomes. It doesn't stop hurting, but the meaning you give to it changes the power it has. And when that happens, even your failures look like instructions. Not every breakthrough comes with applause. Sometimes it comes wrapped in a bankruptcy, a public humiliation, or being forced to move when you didn't want to. Those moments squeeze your chest and shatter your plans. But often, what looks like the end is just the beginning of a calling bigger than you'd ever choose on your own. Pain doesn't ask for permission. It opens doors you'd never have knocked on. Picture someone who lost their name in their industry, was publicly dragged, watched friends disappear, and had to start over from zero in a new city. The pain? Unimaginable. Now picture that same person years later, reaching millions with words born from that pain. That's the power of a forced reset. Pain pushes, but it also reveals who you really are and what you were born to do. And get this, if everything had gone right, maybe they'd still be stuck in a life too small for their calling. It was pain that tore the comfort zone, rejection that unlocked the mission. Maybe you're there too, where everything seems to be falling apart. But actually, heaven's just rearranging your story, because when pain finishes its job, destiny starts showing up with weight. First lesson, pain is part of the human experience. Everyone's got scars. They're just hidden under smiles. You're not alone and you're not cursed. You're just alive. And being alive means feeling things deeply. Pain doesn't disqualify you. It qualifies you for something deeper. Second, God doesn't waste pain. He uses every drop of it to shape you. The late nights, the silent tears, the rejection, it's all training. And training isn't pretty, but it builds you. Read Psalms, read Jeremiah. You'll see pain turned into power, wounds turned into wisdom. He uses pain like a potter uses pressure, deliberately. Third, pain reveals the next move. It's like a flashlight in a pitch-black room. Wherever it hurts most might be where the answer is hiding. That friendship that burned you, maybe it's time to walk away. That anxiety weighing you down, maybe it's time to go inward and heal. That crisis at work might be a divine hint to pivot. Pain points, if you're willing to look. Ever tried saying thank you in the middle of the storm? It's not easy, but it's a game changer. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it changes how much power it has. Complain, and you magnify the weight. Be grateful, and suddenly it's lighter. Like cleaning a foggy lens. You're still in the same place, but now you can see better. Gratitude isn't denial, it's recognition. It's saying, yes, I'm hurting, but I'm still standing. Yes, it's hard, but I'm growing. Yes, it's dark, but I'm still moving. Gratitude is a decision, not a feeling, and that decision can breathe life into your soul when everything else feels suffocating. Want to put this into practice? Take one current pain and write down 3 things it's teaching you. Maybe it's teaching you boundaries, or resilience, or truth. Then pray, thank God for the lesson, not just the blessing. You'll feel something shift. Because when gratitude walks in, pain walks out of the spotlight. Nothing valuable is produced without pressure. Olive oil only flows when the olive is crushed. No crushing, no oil. The same goes for you. When life presses down, it feels like you're breaking, but actually you're becoming. Pain squeezes out the hidden things, your strength, your creativity, your deeper voice. That's where the value comes from. Some people only realize their worth after life hits hard. Before, they were small, silent. After, they speak, they lead, they create. That shift didn't come from success. It came from pressure, and not just any pressure. but the kind that shapes you without asking permission. That's not collapse, that's refinement. Think about your pain right now. What has it forced you to do? Learn something new, cut ties with toxic people, finally step up. That's oil, that's worth. Those tears you cried in private, they might carry the anointing for your next level. The goal isn't to escape pressure, it's to recognize what's being released. If pain visited you, it's because something big is being built. Sounds cliché, but it's not. Those who understand pain, who grow through it, who respond with gratitude, they don't finish like they started. Life shifts, the heart matures, and faith, it explodes. Pain, when rightly received, doesn't destroy, it unlocks. It launches you. What carries you through all of this? Faith. Faith that something greater is happening even when nothing makes sense. Faith that your tears have purpose. Faith that one day you'll look back and say, it was worth it. That's not fantasy. That's a divine pattern. Those who keep walking, praying, trusting, they finish stronger than they started. It's promised. Now that you've seen all this, what will you do with your pain? Will you keep asking, why me? Or start asking, what now? You've just been given a blueprint, but blueprints don't build anything unless you act. This might be the turning point you didn't know you needed. So what is your pain trying to show you? What door is it trying to open? What version of you is waiting to emerge through the fire? Don't leave this video with just insight. Leave ready for transformation. Write down the part that hit you hardest. Take action. Share this with someone who needs it. And then, come back here and tell me what changed. If this message woke something up in you, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and stay with us. Because the next video might be the exact push you've been waiting for.